knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Bears, monsters of the Midway. Knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85.
Take a look at Chicago, you can smell it in the air. There's a hungry team called the Soldier Field going nuts, jumping out their chair. Teams rather be anywhere but here. We don't care if it's below zero. Let it tougher for the snow, we still gon' break holes. If we win the point flip, we choosing to kick. Cause we got a defense that love to hit. Polarize the league with our smash mouth D's. Slicing up teams like Mike Singletary. Forever repping the seat, making Papa Bear proud. Giving Chicago something to shout about.
We the Bears, monsters of the
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to the Panda and Grizzly Show. I'm Brian the Grizzly here. Wanted to talk to you guys about what we saw on Sunday, which was not great, but, unfortunately, it kind of was expected as the game was going on. The Bears came out, got to that same slow start that we've been talking about recently that they have to stop doing. Did again. Unfortunately, in the second quarter when we started, we scored all 9 points that we actually had. That wasn't enough. Couldn't maintain it. The third quarter, we came back out, and it seemed like our offensive line was no longer able to block anyone. That's what happened. We got nothing going, and it was just really unfortunate. It was really hard to watch, and it was frustrating, right? I don't know a Bears fan that wasn't frustrated by the game and the results and how everything went. That is what we're unfortunately used to also as Bears fans, right? That we're seeing these same things happen over and over and over again for us. And I'm disappointed mostly because it seems like our coaches aren't putting us in good positions to be successful. I don't know all the offensive plays and what they're doing, what they're telling Caleb to do. But it also on the players a lot too, because Caleb had a terrible game. I mean, we're talking about really out of our, all these weeks, he's been inaccurate for most of them. More than half, he's inaccurate. He's not getting the ball in the right positions. He's more than 5 yards off on his passes, right? Which is a little weird because in college we saw him as a very accurate thrower of the ball. Knew where to go with the ball, knew where the holes were going to be. It's very strange to see it and watch it happen in real time. I enjoy Caleb Williams, I really do. I think that he can. I think his floor is Kyler Murray, right? Unfortunately, that seems to be where he is right now, and because of that, there's a lot for him to grow, a lot of room for him to grow. He's not putting the ball in positions. We're not able to run the ball. The offensive line is not getting him time. And the reason I'm not letting the offensive line be the reason why I'm letting him off the hook is because we said the same thing about Justin Fields, right? And no one had a problem with it when it was Justin Fields saying, oh, he just can't be accurate. He's just not a passer of the ball. He can't do anything. He's holding on to the ball too long. Caleb's holding on to the ball way longer. We all see it, right? He just keeps on holding, not letting the ball go. He's just not able to do what he needs to do. And I don't know if he's getting like gun shy by all the stuff that's happening. Is he tired of being hit? Is he no longer looking down the field because of all the things that are happening? All those things could be true. All that could be the problem that we're having right now. But I could tell you this much: the offense is not working. And when your offense is not working, sometimes your defense starts to quit. And I think this was the first time I saw this season where it seemed like our team started to quit. No longer are they pushing for these things, pushing to say, we're going to win this game. It's not what we're seeing. There are 2 times. Well, we saw in the end of the first half, right? We're in the game. And then all of a sudden, they let a run that, was just to set up a field goal, go for a touchdown. And Kevin Byard, I think, was in particular is the one I saw that seemed like he was not putting full total effort out. He seemed like he was kind of a lot of guys could think someone else was going to make the play, and we didn't have all of our great players out there at the time. They weren't out there trying to make plays. So he was the guy that he needed to be the safety. They had two back there. They were letting the blocks come to them, which I thought that was very strange because that's not what they usually do. That's not what usually happens. But without Kyler Gordon, without Jaquan Brisker, our defensive backfield has been a lot more vulnerable. And we saw that. And we saw a lot of our linebackers getting blocked because our defensive line wasn't great. And once again, that could be the Montez Sweat effect. Without Montez, you don't have someone that's taking double teams on, that's pushing all of those things. So there's a lot of reasons that things like this happen, but the fact is they are happening. And can we get out of this funk? So the beginning of the season, we had a win and then 2 losses. And then we went on a 3-game winning streak. At the beginning, at that time, we thought, hey, we have an opportunity to be 6-2 going into this next game we have right now. We're now 4-4. We lost both of those games that we saw was winnable. Watch the game. We lost in the Hail Mary, we all know. On this past game, we got thoroughly beaten. The Arizona Cardinals thoroughly beat us. And I'm not sure they're necessarily a better team, but it seemed like they played better that day. And we kind of look like we quit. So going forward now, we have the New England Patriots. Good team. Good Mayor. Drake May seems to be very athletic. He's leading them in rushing in games. He's throwing the ball around. He seems to be their best weapon overall. Their defense is not a guy that you really know on the right home about. Their offense doesn't have many great weapons, but Ramondre Stevens can run the ball. He fumbles a lot. So there's ways where I can see the Bears win this game and win convincingly against this Patriots team. But going forward after that, we have 3 bangers. We have the Packers, we have the Minnesota Vikings, and then we have the Detroit Lions. 3 in a row. These are real teams coming. They're not going to let you just do whatever you want. These are going to be tough opponents. And I'm not sure we were able to even block their lines. These teams have got better. Detroit got better. The trade deadline, they didn't just stand pat. They already have a great running game. We can't stop the run. Minnesota, same thing. Aaron Jones has made them more well balanced. They now can run the ball and they throw the ball to the best receiver in the game. They have Jordan Addison there too. Hawkinson is coming back off injury. That offense is only going to get better. And then our hated rivals up north, Jordan Love, it doesn't even seem to matter if he's good or not. They continue to win. No matter what. Close games, they find out ways to figure it out. And it's a great thing. This division is good. But we're not going to win just because we want to win. We have to make moves. We have to figure out an offensive line that's going to be able to block for Caleb and make sure he doesn't get injured. Because that's what I'm worried about now. If you're looking at our depth chart right now, Braxton Jones is questionable. I'm not sure if he plays. And we already know if Braxton Jones is not playing and we're looking at Larry Borum to block, that's a problem. Then Darnell Wright looks like he might be out. And what we're going to do, we're going to put Matt Pryor at two positions. He's going to play right guard and tackle. Or you're going to put Nate Davis and let him play. Is it possible that Matt Pryor's your right tackle, that Nate Davis is back to right guard since we didn't release him and we didn't trade him today? Then Ryan Bates comes in at center? Or do you leave Coleman Shelton there? Maybe you put Ryan Bates in guard. There's all these things. But the fact that we don't know what can happen is a problem in itself. If Braxton Jones doesn't play left tackle, what do we do? we have to make sure we have to figure out a way for us to get healthy, be healthy at least. Said, can we fire the coaching staff already? Waldron has been an issue from day one. Blues cannot win on away games on Sundays. Yeah, Sunday games. Yeah, you can't win away. So, but what's the other choice? You can't fire people and then expect someone else to be a take over. And a lot of these coaches came from the same coaching tree. They came together. So I don't even know what our options really are. Firing them doesn't really help us. Doesn't put us in the right position. Doesn't give us anything special. Eberflus is bad, but we have to get through the season regardless. So you might as well just let them finish out. You know, we're 4-4. The problem is the arrow's pointing down, and we need to figure out a way to create momentum. So we need to beat this New England team, right? Then we need to beat Green Bay. We have to figure out a way to beat Green Bay. Now, they're not world beaters. You know, Preston Smith is now going. That's one less pass rusher we have to worry about. If you could protect Caleb, maybe we have a good game plan. We can run the ball. We can give them some problems. Okay? We could. And if you could get those 2 wins, maybe it changes things. Maybe you can split with Minnesota and hope Detroit gets sick and get another win. But, you know, regardless, it's going to be an uphill battle. And I'm not sure you want to do that without any coach, especially anyone without head coaching experience. Now, I do agree that Eberflus is on the hot seat, and it's possible that he won't make it to next season. Even though this is like what we didn't want. We didn't want to have a new coach come in, and now we have a new coach with a quarterback again that they didn't draft. Like, we're always doing it backwards. We're continuously doing it backwards. And this is where we left with. And that was the issue with keeping Eberflus last year. And now it's going to be an issue that we might have to revisit again. Said, bring in Belichick. Now, first off, we have a 4-3 defense, and he runs a 3-4 defense, which we all type of issues. Then you have to bring offensive mind anyway. Belichick is great with a good quarterback. I don't know if we can actually work with our team, but yeah, this season is going to be lost regardless. But we're 4-4. It's not over. So we have to fight to the end. And that's the one thing I respect, that at least you are trying to fight to the end. And see what happens. You know, see where the chips may lay. I agree. Oh man, it's crazy when we look at this. I mean, I can't believe that we kept Caleb Williams in the entire game. Then all of a sudden, Tyson Bagent gets hurt. I mean, Caleb Williams gets hurt, and Tyson Bagent is not even in the game. Why are you holding him? Because you want him to practice the 2-minute drill? How about you get better in the game so you can have him practice something that actually matters? It's silly. Then we see, once again, I say we're being accurate throws going to DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, and Roma Dunze. Crazy stat I heard today. The Bears receivers are 6th, 9th, and 10th among all receivers for having the most inaccurate throws thrown to them. 6th, 9th, and 10th among all receivers in the NFL. That means Caleb is that bad, that inaccurate. He's throwing, I think he's 29th in the NFL in completion percentage. He is all over the map. And this is the one thing that we're talking about when we're talking about Justin Fields and going to Caleb Williams. Say, oh, he's a better thrower of the ball. And he's not. The truth is, Justin Fields probably won some of these games. Maybe it's us. Maybe it's our franchise. Because now he's in Pittsburgh and he's doing this thing. Maybe it's us. I don't know. Having this trash coaching staff, what does it mean for Poles? I don't know if that hurts Poles as much as our offensive line. When you look at the offensive line and you say that you can't even block anyone, you can't hold up for a second, that's a problem. I don't know why you thought that the depth was going to work for quality. And it's like, I'm going to throw numbers at it instead of giving me a quality person there. And I just still don't understand why he thought that was a good idea. And I think he wants more people that are like him. And that just doesn't work. You need someone who's going to be a good Pro Bowl type lineman. If you have a great left tackle, a great center, good guards, then you can work with it. I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over again, and that's not what they're doing. I just don't know. So you're saying we were right months ago? Yes, exactly. I feel like we knew that you need to have the line fixed, and it probably would have been better. I'm not even saying that Justin Fields was going to be the answer. I say that we need to fix the line first. That had to be the thing that you do first. If you don't fix the line, then we'll never get to where we need to get to. And that's where we are right now. Now we have a terrible line trying to get through the toughest division in all of football with no idea how. No way to block anyone. And then if you invest in all these playmakers, but if they can't get the ball, what's the point? That's why you build for the inside out and not the outside in. And Ryan Poles needs to know that. He's done some good moves. He's given us a lot of positive things, but someone needs to have a come to Jesus moment about offensive defensive lines. You know, I thought that Sheriff was going to be someone that he goes after. Offer a sixth rounder, and Nate Davis for Sheriff. Go grab him. That would make more sense. Now you have a real guard that we can kind of grow with. See, and then when we finally get to see what Ryan Bates can do at center, have Sheriff next to him, have Tim Jenkins there. Maybe that makes our tackles better. Maybe Darnell Wright is better when you're next to someone like that. Maybe Tevin Jenkins is better at right guard. You put him at right guard like he did last year, put Darnell Wright at right tackle. Maybe they could get a push. Ryan Bates being at center, because Sheriff at left guard. And then Braxton Jones being at left tackle, just, had to pass block and never run towards him. Maybe that was the answer for this year, but we didn't give him a chance. And I hate the way that we're ruining another defense. And I also hate the idea that we don't understand how important Montez Sweat really is to the overall health of this team and the growth of this team. And that's what we got to see last week. Now, as I said, going to New England, coming here, New England's coming here, going to this team, we should definitely be able to destroy them. They don't have anyone that really scares me. And if Drake May does something to us, then we don't deserve to be here. We don't deserve to be in the NFL. I think that's probably one of the worst teams in the entire NFL, and they're not ready to play on that level. But also, if we do well, I don't think that means that we fixed all of our problems. We need to use this as a jumping board to have positive feelings, but you need to figure out a line that can stand up a little bit. Without the offensive line standing up, it's not going to work. I've said for weeks, get David Bakhtiari. He should be your backup left tackle. And if Braxton Jones gets hurt, Bakhtiari that stands in, and he can go ahead and block because he knows how to block for the blind side, and he'll work hard. He's not that. He's 32, 33 years old. That was a smarter move. We didn't do that, And then today we go on the trade deadline and we trade away Khalil Herbert for a 7th round pick. I'm guessing this is Ryan Poles doing what he thinks is best for the player. Want to be honest for the player. I think that's what this has to be, because that's the only thing that makes sense. Because him being on our bench, not playing, matters more for the team than him him getting a 7th round pick. I'd rather have him. He's probably going to do really well in Cincinnati because he runs the ball. He had one of the top 10 rushing yards per play last year, in the last 2 years. He's probably going to do really well with Cincinnati. They just lost their running back. So he and Chase Brown can alternate, and one can catch the ball and the other one will run the ball, and they'll just run all over teams. So I'm glad for him. I don't like our package that we got back, a 7th round pick. That's just not great. But what else can I expect? Because Ryan Poles is trying to do good by the team. This is what we end up with. Man, it's hard to watch this team right now, and the coaching staff needs to figure it out, and they better come with a game plan, or they're going to be jobless. They won't have a job next year, and that's where we are. And look at our last two offensive coordinators. Luke Getsy in Las Vegas already got fired, and Shane Waldron's on his way to getting play calling duties taken away from him. Maybe Eberflus is not good at picking an offensive coordinator, and that might cost him his job too. You know, I hate the fact that that might be true. I hate the fact that we knew we needed a defensive end and we didn't go get one. I hate the fact that everyone's hurt, and I hate the fact that we have to worry about what Jaquan Brisker really is. You know, why is he always hurt? These are all hard questions that we have to kind of ponder and figure out, and really look yourself in the mirror and in the eye and decide why these things are happening. So, with all that said, I still think we're going to win this weekend, especially if we get Jaquan Brisker and Kyle Gordon back. Montez Sweat, and if we don't have Andrew Billings, we already can't stop the run. I don't know what the hell we're going to do without Andrew Billings. But once again, we didn't make any trades. We don't know how serious this pectoral injury is for Billings. It could be that he's out. You know, we might hear tomorrow he's out the rest of the season. So don't know what's going to happen with that. That's going to determine a lot of stuff going forward for us. I'm hoping that we get better. And I hope Caleb gets better. I hope Caleb is working on his accuracy and working on getting the ball out as quick as he can. Because if you really look at it, the reason why Cole Kmet got no catches, and no targets last week is because Caleb was always trying to hit the home run ball, trying to be a hero, instead of taking what the defense was giving him. If he keeps on doing that, we're going to get to the end of the season and we're going to see that we only have 6 or 7 wins after having 4, being 4-2 during the season. All right, I told you guys it's going to be a quick show. You know, it's all presidential night for everybody. Everyone's looking at CNN and MSNBC and Fox News to see what's going on. I'm not talking about that. I'm not going to comment on that. But I'm glad you guys stopped by, checking us out real quick. Hopefully we can all come together and watch a Bears victory. So next Tuesday we can start on time and have a very good show or positive show going to Bears Packers week. Thanks everyone for stopping by. Can't wait to talk to you guys next week. Please come in tomorrow. We'll be on Dynasty Pylon. Be me and Martin. Hopefully Barkley jump in. Going through our shenanigans and going Gridiron Heights and having fun, talking about all those things. Then on Sunday, on Morning Spike, we'll be on Sunday morning. It'll be my daughter's birthday. We're going to get you guys ready for all your fantasy football lineups. Any questions you guys might have, come bring it to us, and we will talk about them. Thanks for everyone being around here, and I will see you guys next week.
We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive.